Good morning, dear students. This is Arul Murugan. Welcome to my digital class. Chapter name Database Concepts, Lecture Video Part 12. In today's topics, we are going to discuss Entity Relationship Diagram and Components of ER Diagram. Before entering today's class, we will see a previous class lecture video. In a previous class, we discussed normalization. We know that what is normalization? It is a process of organizing data in database and to make the database more flexible by eliminating redundancy and inconsistent dependency. And we know that there are four normal forms are there. First one, first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, and fourth one is BCNF, Boise and code normal form. Now we will enter today's topic. First, entity relationship diagram. What is entity relationship diagram? It is ER diagram is a visual representation. So it is a visual representation, which means a diagrammatic visual representation of a data that describes how data is related to each other. So what it will describes? It describes how data is related to each other. We will see one small example so that you can easily understand. Here you can see a student is an entity, course is an entity. So how these two entity are related means enroll. Clear? A student can enroll their course. So student is an entity and course is an another entity. How these two entity will relate means by enrolling. Understand? So what is ER diagram? A entity relationship diagram is a visual representation of a data that describes how data is related to each other. Next, in ER diagram, there are three main components. Majorly, three main components are there in the entity relationship diagram. First one, entity. Second one, attribute. Third one, relationship. We will see one by one. First, entity. An entity can be any object, place, person, class, anything in a real world. So what is an entity? Entity can be any object, place, person, class, anything. Clear? We already studied this. An entity represented using rectangle. So in a entity relationship diagram, how we have to represent entity in the sense we have to represent using rectangle. You can see this example. Student is an entity. How we represented? We represented using rectangle symbol. Teacher is an entity. We have to represent using rectangle symbol. Projects, how we have to represent? We have to represent using rectangle symbol. Like this, if you take any entity, for example, if you take employee, employee is an entity. So how you have to represent? You have to represent using rectangle. So what is an entity? An entity can be object, place, person, or a class, anything in a real world. How we have to represent? We have to represent using rectangle. Next, attribute. An attribute describes a property or characteristics of an entity. So we know that entity, it can be object, place, person, right? If we take one small example, we can take a student. Student is an object. For that object, we know that the object having characteristics and behavior. What are all the characteristics? Student name, student ID, address, date of birth, mobile number. These are all the characteristics. Understand? See, what is an attribute? An attribute describes a property or characteristics of an entity. So majorly it will describes the characteristics of an entity. Next, an attribute represented using ellipse. So how we have to represent attribute in the sense we have to represent using ellipse. We can see one small example here. Student. What is student here? It is an entity. How we represented? We represented using rectangle symbol. For the student, you can see characteristics. Roll number, it is a characteristics. So how we represented? We represented using rectangle. Name, another attribute. So how we represented? We represented using ellipse. Date of birth, how we represent? We represented using ellipse. So what is an attribute? Attribute describes the characteristics of an entity. How we have to represent? We have to represent using ellipse. Next, there are two types of attributes are in this entity relationship diagram. First one is key attribute. What is key attribute? It represents main characteristics of an entity. It represents main characteristics of an entity, and it is used to represent primary key in a table. So we can take one small example so that you can understand. You can see a student is an entity. For the entity, name, ID, address, age. These are all the four attributes are there. Among these four attributes, which attribute is main attribute or primary key attribute? Everyone easily know that ID is a main attribute. So this is the key attribute. How we have to represent? We have to represent ellipse with underline. Ellipse using underline. You can see this ID, ellipse using underline. So what is key attribute? It is a main characteristics of an entity and it is used to represent primary key. How we have to represent? We have to represent using ellipse with underline. Next attribute is a composite attribute. What is composite attribute? An attribute can also have their own attribute. For example, you can see address. Address is an attribute. For that address, the address have its own attribute like city, state, zip. Zip means it is nothing but pin. Understand? Right. We can take another example for name. Name is an attribute. For the name, first name, last name and middle name. So an attribute can also have their own attribute is called composite attribute. So we know that there are two attributes. First one is key attribute. Second one is composite attribute. Next, relationship. What is a relationship? A relationship describes relations between entities. So what is a relationship? A relationship is nothing but it describes relations between entities. So how we have to represent? We have to represent using diamond symbol. How we have to represent? We have to represent using diamond symbol. We will see one small example so that you can easily understand. Teacher, we know that it is an entity, and student, we know that it is another entity. So between teacher and student, what is the relation? Teachers is a relation. How we represented? You can see we represented using diamond symbol. Understand? So what is a relationship? It describes relation between entities. And how we have to represent? We have to represent using diamond symbol. Right. So I'm going to conclude this video by giving a overall conclusion. First, ER diagram. It is a visual representation of a data that describes how data is related to each other. In this ER diagram, major three components: entity, attribute, relationship. What is entity? It is an object, place, person. How we have to represent? Using rectangle. And attribute, it describes characteristics of an entity. How we have to represent? We have to represent using ellipse symbol. There are two attributes. First one is key attribute. Second one is composite attribute. What is key attribute? Main characteristics of an entity is called key attribute. How we have to represent? We have to represent using ellipse with underline. And composite attribute. An attribute can also have their own attribute is called composite attribute. Next, finally, relationship. What is a relationship? It describes relations between entities. How we have to represent? We have to represent using diamond symbol. You see the video one more time. Still, if you have any doubt, you can call me or message me. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. We will see next class with some other topic. Thank you.